Hey there, if you are looking for the best backpacks for one bag travel, you came to the right place. Here at Nomads Nation, I have reviewed over 700 of the world's best travel bags. In this video, we're gonna cover what each one does best, who they're best for, which ones you can pass on, and you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of the video, where if you're still a little overwhelmed, you're not sure which option is best for you, I'll give you my overall #1 pick. And a special shout out to Unbound Merino for partnering with us on this video. I'll tell you a little bit more about them and their incredible travel clothing in just a second. But before I do, let's talk about how to find a great one bag backpack. Because there's honestly a lot of things to keep in mind. The first of which is your budget. How much you trying to drop? Are you looking for something that's the cream of the crop? The Bentley of backpacks? Something with incredible materials, lifetime warranty, and all the bells and whistles? Or are you okay going a little bit more budget friendly? And you don't mind sacrificing a bit of quality to keep the budget lower. But then the biggest question to ask yourself is, what size of one bag travel backpack are you looking for? Because we live in really complicated travel times right now, and one size doesn't fit all. So are you the one bag traveler who's doing carry-on and you're cool with popping your backpack in the bin overhead? And that means that on certain flights you might be oversized or overweight, and it means the bag will have to get checked? Or are you always, 100% of the time, trying to find a bag that fits underneath the seat in front of you? And then with either of those options, are you traveling domestically, just in the US, or are you traveling internationally and possibly on budget airlines? Because they all have their own rules, dude. It's hard to keep up with. But don't worry, I'll explain all the different sizings and hacks throughout this entire video. And then aside from that, I just recommend kind of keeping it simple. You want to find a travel bag that's lightweight, comfortable, and offers the right amount of organization. Or really anything travel related. That's sort of like the travel trifecta for me, which is why I'm personally such a big fan of today's partner, Unbound Merino. You see, Unbound Merino makes clothing specifically designed for travel. And as their name suggests, all the clothes are made from high quality merino wool. And if you don't know, merino wool is ideal for travel. It's moisture wicking, it's lightweight, and it has antibacterial properties. And that last part is probably the most important, because it just means that it doesn't get smelly as quickly, which if you're on the road for days or weeks at a time, you know how important that is. So you can actually cut down on the amount of laundry you have to do, because the shirts or the hoodies are less likely to get smelly. This is my favorite travel hoodie of all time. When I put this thing on, I just feel in the zone, just ready to fly. And same thing with their travel pants. They look good, they feel good, and I love the hidden back zippered pocket. Ideal location for your wallet, boarding pass, and/or passport. Honestly, guys, we're very picky about who we work with here at Nomads Nation, so partnering with Unbound Merino was an easy choice. If I'm flying, which I do 10, 15 times a year, then there's a good chance that I'm decked out in Unbound Merino clothes. We've got an exclusive 10% off discount code that Unbound has given only to the Nomads Nation community for your first purchase. So if you want to use that or just find out more information about Unbound, I recommend doing so with the first link in the description. Okay, let's talk backpacks. First up, let's talk about the Quechua Escape 500 Roll Top. And this is a very intentional first pick, because if you Google best one bag travel backpack or best personal backpack on a budget, this is gonna be one of the most popular choices on the internet, and for good reason. It comes in at a very affordable price point, and it's the perfect size for a lot of one bag travel, especially if you want your bag to fit underneath the seat in front of you for most of your flights. Not all, but for most. It's got a quick access pocket here, ideal for your smaller bits of gear, passport, wallet. The dual side pockets is awesome for travel. Think snacks in one pocket and a bottle of water in the other. Comfort, amazing. Really well padded on the back panel and the shoulder straps. And the roll top design gives this bag a lot of versatility, because it means it can expand when you have to pack more gear, or you can roll and cinch this on down, giving you a bit more of a flush and seamless traveling experience, which is really nice, especially if you're traveling on an airline where this bag is too tall to fly on. Again, just giving you a bit of versatility, which can go a long way. Now at 23 liters in size, this is not gonna be a long-term one bag travel pack. For most people, if you can even get away with it, it's gonna be good for a weekend, probably 2 to 3 days max. But if you push yourself, you can definitely do a week plus on a bag like this. It just means that you might have to do a bit more laundry. As of recording, this roll top comes in 2 color options. And like I said, it's pretty budget friendly, coming in only at 50 USD. If you want to check out our full in-depth review of this bag, we've linked it in the description below. Now, keeping on that theme of being budget friendly, let's talk about Osprey. This is the Daylite 26+6, and it could be the most legendary one bag travel backpack in the world right now. Because Osprey are pretty damn good at their own travel trifecta. This is where all their bags are incredibly awesome and incredibly durable, but also very well priced. In fact, I think after reviewing almost 800 bags, that Osprey is probably pound for pound the best backpack company in the world. And this 26+6 is iconic for a lot of reasons. One reason is not this color, I have to admit. I bought this bag when it was very out of stock. I wish that I didn't get the nightmare clown color, but I did. Just so you know, if you also don't dig this color, the bag does come in black. But what makes it so perfect for one bag travel are the dimensions. The height is coming in at 17 inches. Now for a lot of the most budget European airlines, they're gonna max you out at 16 inches. But for most other non-budget European airlines, 17 inches is gonna mean you're compliant with like basically all flights. And as the name suggests, the bag expands. And it can go from 26 liters to an additional 6 liters in space, giving you 32 liters, except it's not true. Because here at Nomads Nation, we always double check the capacity of bags in our reviews. And we found that this bag wasn't really 26 liters. It's more like 22+6. So something you definitely want to keep in mind. 2 water bottle pockets, ideal for traveling. Bit of organization here at the top with this quick access admin pocket. I'm a big fan of the suitcase style, clamshell style opening, and the minimalist interior. And look at this comfort. Osprey has their signature Airscape back panel, giving you a ton of ventilation. And it's pretty comfortable, not the most comfortable. I don't think it's the most padded. I think the Quechua has chunkier shoulder straps. That might be one qualm that I have with this bag. If you want like really well padded, really mattress-like shoulder straps, you might miss the mark here. But that aside, this bag is just, it's hard to beat. It's currently offered in 5 different color options. And the price point runs around 100, 110 USD. As with all the bags on this list, we did do a full review on this bad boy, which you can find linked below. Next up, we got the Tomtoc T67. This will be the final accessibly priced backpack on this list. We're gonna start kicking it up in the dollar bills after this. But no travel bag list I feel will be complete without Tomtoc on it. Tomtoc is a newer brand, but they've just been killing it recently. And this T67, I think, is a phenomenal example as to why. This bag is bigger, coming in at 38 liters capacity, which means if you're on a budget and you're looking for a bigger bag, this is probably your best option because the Quechua and the Osprey Daylite are a little bit smaller. And the T67 has all the travel features you want. Each side has 2 compression straps, which I'm gonna be honest, like not my favorite travel feature, but it can be very useful. Compression straps like this allow you to cinch the bag down, therefore reducing the depth. And that's particularly useful when either A, you're trying to get the bag in one of those boxes, right, to fit the airline's dimensions, or B, when you get to your location, you want to use this as your day bag. You want it to be huge. You want to bring it in a little bit. I think this duffel style opening into the main compartment is awesome. Very easy to access. It just makes sense. But if you're like me and you live on your laptop, you're gonna love all the tech protection and organization we have going on here. Now, if you don't travel with a laptop, this is gonna be overkill for you. But if you do, this microfiber fabric right here, all the padding in the laptop compartments here, plus the organization you have on the other side, and quick access into the main compartment. Again, it's just a bag that has a ton of features. But possibly the best of all is going to be how cozy this bag is. Remember the Osprey I said doesn't have like the most mattress-like shoulder straps? This is the opposite. I mean, this is what I refer to as chunk. Chunkity chunk, chunkalicious shoulder straps. Look at all of that padding. It's actually astonishing to me just how well engineered and constructed these shoulder straps and back panel also giving you a ton of comfort. I just can't believe all the padding and comfort and reinforcement that Tomtoc's able to bring to the table at this price point. Now at 38 liters, you might be able to use this as a personal item, but I wouldn't count on it. This is definitely gonna be much more of a carry-on one bag travel pack. The T67 currently comes in 1 color option and it runs around 105 USD. Full review, link below. Okay, this is a new kid on the block. The Alpaka Traverse 30 liter, which is not really a 30 liters. I'll talk about that in a second. But I freaking love this bag. I think it's a great pick for you if you're a fan of a one bag travel pack that's ideal for a weekend, but you like a bit more organization, or you like your one bag travel pack to double up. You don't just want to use it for travels, but you also want to use it for your EDC, AKA your everyday carry. Because this bag can do both so well. You've got a large quick access pocket in the front with a bunch of organization, but then a smaller one here which I quite like. Great spot for your passport or boarding pass. We've got PU-coated zipper, getting you into the main compartment, which is not my favorite choice, but I will admit it does give you a bit of extra weather resistance. In the main compartment, there's a bit of organization, really nice material game. And remember as well, for our first 3 bags, we were a bit more budget friendly, but now we're starting to get up there in price. But the more up there in price we get, just the better the bags are. Less from a value perspective and just more from like the finest materials in all the land perspective. Look at how beautiful that ripstop nylon is. Plus these elasticy fabrics in here. I mean, this is where your money's going to. A little bit of just like extra dopamine, just a little bit extra every time you touch the bag. Quick access side pocket. You've got an innie, outie, water bottle holder right here. This could be great for travel if you like a very streamlined feel, but you still want to bring a water bottle. Because the water bottle goes in here, and then when it's zipped up, you have a very flush side of your bag. But on the flip side, the negative is that this pocket will be competing for space with the main compartment. Gorgeous harness system. Look at all that padding, all the chunk on the shoulder straps. Ooh, and a very nice microfiber sunglasses pocket at the top of the bag. Again, a bit more of a weekend 1-bag travel pack. It is advertised as 30 liters, but here at Nomads Nation, like I said, we always double check the capacity. We found it to be closer to like 24, 25 liters. As of recording, it comes in 3 color options, and it runs around 200 USD. I think that we gave this bag 4.5 out of 5 in our full review. Maybe it was a 5 out of 5. I was really impressed by it. This is one of Alpaka's best backpacks, and to find out why, full review linked down. Next up, let's talk about the Able Carry Max EDC. Again, we're getting up there in the price range, but this bag is just masterpiece. And it's similar to the Alpaka Traverse, as to where this is a great weekend travel bag, as it's 26 liters and actually is 26 liters. But it's also a killer everyday carry backpack as well. So it's a great end game bag. And by end game, it just means like it's the end of the game. You don't need to buy any more bags. You got your travel bag, you got your everyday carry bag. And if you're doing that with Able Carry, you're gonna have a really good time. X-Pack waterproof fabrics, a huge opening compartment in the front. Talking about fine materials, this is borderline luxury. No, not borderline, like it is luxury. Gorgeous ripstop fabrics. This is just a bag that is an absolute joy to use. This is like getting into Rolls-Royce territory of backpacks. Innie outie, water bottle pocket here. But out of everything that Able Carry does right, I think that comfort just takes the crown. Even though their bags are really heavy, I actually hate how heavy this bag is and how heavy all their bags are. But you don't really feel it, I will admit. Back panel and just the world's best shoulder straps. If you got this bag decked out with a bunch of heavy tech gear, like on other bags, you're gonna feel that, but on this Able Carry bag, you really don't. It's just so comfortable to wear. And it's a bag that just looks really good while you're doing it. I think Able Carry has done a phenomenal job of nailing their own unique aesthetic, where they blended urban and tactical so well together. The bag definitely looks a little bit more tactical when it's in this tan color. So if you want a bit more of a subtle look, be sure to find it in black or blue. Speaking of which, the Max EDC currently comes in 6 different color and or fabric options. And it runs around 260 to 280 USD. And that'll depend on what fabric you get. They do the X-Pack fabric and they also have a ripstop nylon version available. And if that all sounds very confusing, don't worry, I get it, it definitely is. But I break it down for you in the full review. So if you're interested in learning more about the Able Carry Max EDC, you can do so with the links in the description below. Let's talk about Pakt. This is their Cero travel backpack. And it's particularly awesome if you're looking for a larger travel backpack that is impressively lightweight. Because one thing a lot of these modern bag companies get wrong, in my opinion, is that they deck it out with every feature they possibly can, but they do so at the cost of weight, because all those features add up. And with the Cero, Pakt said, nah, screw that. We're keeping things lightweight and breezy, baby. Quick access, pocket in the front, beautiful tan interior, pocket here as well. And what Pakt does so well, all these pockets do such a great job of having their own capacity. Now, I'm not someone who loves to travel like this. There's just too many pockets for me. For me, I like to keep a sling on the front and a very simple backpack on the back. Backpack's carrying all my big stuff, sling's carrying all my small stuff. But if you don't travel like that, and you want to organize inside the bag, then you're gonna love Pakt. Because it's crazy how lightweight they were able to keep this bag with all the features and zippers and pockets that you have. Notice on the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different zippers and ways to get into the actual bag. And then you're also getting that delicious suitcase style, clamshell style opening. And this is very cool, very unique. Only Pakt does this. You have a divider right here, which is actually the laptop compartments. Your laptop goes in here and it's very well protected on either side. Usually think, packing cubes, tech pouches, DOP kits, right? It's all keeping your laptop very secure. And then we've got a really solid back panel as well, which some people love, other people hate it. One thing I personally don't love about this bag, though I will be honest, is I don't think it's the most comfortable. So you can see the shoulder straps are a little bit on the thinner side. But then again, some people don't like the super cushy travel bags. I think it's just too much fabric, unnecessarily heavy. Some people just like to keep it light and breezy, which is everything that this Aero travel backpack is trying to do. Now, this is a 35-liter backpack, probably not gonna fit underneath the seat in front of you. We're in carry-on territory here for sure. The bag currently comes in 3 color options and it runs around 300 USD. Full review, link below. Last on the list is the Tortuga Lite travel backpack. Tortuga makes some of the best travel bags in the world. And I think what really distinguishes them is their focus on, I think, function over form, particularly from a comfort perspective. Look at this. Look at all of this. This is easily the most comfortable travel backpack on this list. So if you're looking for a large travel backpack that just is excellent at comfort, this is the way to go, if you got the budget, because it's not cheap. And it's so comfortable because you got load lifters, you got chunky shoulder straps with the contour design, so much padding on the back panel, and a hip belt that actually works. Like in contrast, the Pakt bag, they give you a hip belt, but it's a hip belt, which is just a nylon band, which it's just nylon webbing. It's not gonna do a lot. It does something. Let's I'll give Pakt their credit. It doesn't do nothing, but it doesn't do a lot. Versus these though, I mean, look at that. Look at that padding. This is like a American football. It's like a pillow around your hips, just giving you a little hug. Just massaging your love handles and just like telling you everything's gonna be okay. It's like slow dancing, dude. It's kind of intimate, but like, honestly, it's a lot of extra weight though. Keep that in mind. Like all this padding, all these hip belts. The Tortuga bag is definitely on the heavier side. But it's less heavy than their Pro backpack, which used to be my favorite by them, but now I just prefer the lighter version. You got a quick access pocket in the front, but most of the magic's gonna also be in this clamshell style opening. Very minimalist, beautiful cream colored interior. At 40 liters, this is definitely not fitting underneath the seat in front of you ever. So this is 100% a carry-on, but sometimes you just need that extra space. For me, my sweet spot used to be 40 liters. That was perfect for a 1-week trip. I've since learned how to pack lighter, and I'm really glad that I did. And I'll be honest, like I don't travel with this big of a travel backpack anymore. But if you're not quite at that point where you can cut that much stuff, and you just gotta bring more, and you're really focused on comfort, and you're not traveling on budget airlines, lots of ifs, but if you check all those boxes, the Tortuga Lite's really tough to beat. This bag currently comes in 1 color option and runs around 250 USD. And if you wanna watch the full review, you know where to find it. Okay, so if you're still here, it's because you wanna hear my top picks. 2 quick caveats before we get into that. First of which, if you're new to the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, you should definitely check out our leaderboards ranking video. In that video, myself and the rest of the Nomads Nation squad, we get together and we pick our favorite bags in different bag categories. It's a great resource if you're like just kind of new to the world of bags and you want to see what different people like, because it's not just me, right? Like everybody has different needs. And it's just a great way to see what the best options in the market are. I've gone ahead and linked that above. Also, if you're new to Nomads Nation, you might be interested here that after reviewing 300 bags of my own, about 3 years ago, I decided to make my own backpack. And that one backpack turned into more backpacks. And now I run actually my own backpack brand. And that brand is called Cero. And this is our Levo travel backpack, which we just recently launched. And I designed this bag by sort of identifying what I thought was missing on the market. A lightweight travel bag. This is 36 liters and only weighs 2.5 pounds. That also looks great and has killer laptop protection. So if you want to learn more about this bag or any bags that we make on Cero, you can do so at cero.co or with the second link in the description. But if you're looking for a top recommendation based on the bags that we discussed earlier, here's my top 2. Tortuga Lite. This one's gonna be for you if you're looking for a 1-bag travel backpack and you're only using it for carry-on and you got a bit of a budget. Let's be honest, most people that are looking for a 1-bag travel pack, it's hard to get all your stuff underneath the seat in front of you. So most people are looking to maximize your carry-on capacity, which Tortuga does so perfectly and at such premiumness. It's just a masterpiece and a gorgeous backpack to use. But not everybody can drop $250 on a backpack, which I totally get. And if that sounds like you, then I recommend checking out the Tomtoc T67. Again, it's a larger bag, 35 liters capacity. It's gonna maximize your overhead carrying capacity while giving you a ton of awesome travel features and not really breaking the bank, as this bad boy comes in at 100 USD. You do get what you pay for in the world of bags. Tortuga, definitely higher quality materials, significantly better warranty and probably customer support, but Tomtoc, it does a very good job as well considering what you're paying. And honestly, you can't go wrong with either bag. They both have their pros and their cons. You just gotta figure out which one's best for you. And to do so, I recommend watching these videos here. If you got any questions about either of these bags, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And a special shout out again to Unbound Merino and their incredible travel clothing. If you wanna grab their 10% discount, first link in the description. I'm Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you guys next time.